Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I come to you with a preview of the game between Manchester United and Southampton in the Premier League. So let's get into it. So first I'm just going to have a little bit of a discussion about Manchester United. So as we all saw in the Arsenal game, McTominay came off with a stomach problem. I feel he'll be out for a few games, so that's a bit of an upsetting thing. As we all saw from the last game, again, the team just looked a bit lethargic in the performances that they did have. Wan-Bissaka had a fantastic game, but apart from that, in my opinion, everybody was pretty much average. Shaw was Mr. Consistent as usual, but nothing spectacular from him. And Cavani again running around as he usually does, but again, no end product. And in places the team just didn't press. I just felt that there'd be something a bit different, but unfortunately there just wasn't. So yeah, that was it from the last game really. In terms of players going out on loan and being transferred out, so it seems as if Marcus Rojo's move to Boca Juniors will be going through. Sergio Romero, there's no news on as of yet, but I'd expect there'd be some sort of move for him before the window closes today. There's also Facundo Pellistri, who's gone to Alaves on loan in the La Liga. We've got Teden Mengi, who's joined one of our former old boys, Wayne Rooney, down at Derby. We've got James Garner, who came back from his loan from Watford and has now joined Nottingham Forest on loan. We've got Tahith Chong, who has gone to Club Brugge after returning from his loan from Werder Bremen. I believe Lingard is the final one. Yes, Lingard has officially joined West Ham, as most of you will know. He didn't play against Liverpool, but hopefully, we'll see what the boy can do in the next few games. So yeah, that's it for transfers, etc. Phil Jones is very close to returning. Now, I haven't given my opinion on Phil Jones in videos, and for me, I never like talking bad about Manchester United players, but for me, Phil Jones shouldn't even be near the reserve side, let alone the first team. My nickname for him, and many people's nickname for him, is Calamity Jones. He shouldn't be anywhere near the side for me. If Ollie is even thinking of using him in anything more than cup games against the lower league sides, if we do face lower league sides in future rounds of the FA Cup, well, then Ollie really needs to go and have a look in the mirror and think that, is this really the right move? Because Phil Jones should be nowhere near the starting 11 of Manchester United. Maybe you can send him out to, the club we bought him from, Blackburn Rovers. I think that is one of the mistakes Alex Ferguson made, signing Phil Jones to our team. But everybody makes mistakes. The big man did too. Hopefully Jones will be on his way out soon. But until he's a Manchester United player, of course I will support him. But for me, he shouldn't be in the first team. On to Southampton a little bit. So, as you guys know, Southampton, they've had pretty good form during the season. We've seen what they can do. They've got some quality players. In the last game against them, we beat them 3-2, but again, we went 2-0 down. It's just the strength and the mentality of our boys to come back from a 2-0 deficit. And this game is one of those where Manchester United have to be a little bit cautious, but not so much as we've been in the previous couple of games. Although Southampton have been in good form, we still need to beat them if we want to win the league, because the mentality of Manchester United is a winning one in previous years. We haven't won a Premier League title in 7 years, as you guys know. It'll be coming up to the 8th year at the end of this season. So it's just something where we need to just focus and bog down. And Southampton, yes, they've got quality players. Ward-Prowse, Danny Ings, Shea Adams, Oriol Romeu, Moussa Djenepo. Got fantastic players. Obviously, Vestergaard in defence, a very solid defender. They've got Bednarek, they've got Jack Stevens, Bertrand. You know, very, very solid team. And they've been performing very well this year. So we can't take them lightly. We'll have to play a little bit cautiously. As you guys know, our home form not being the greatest. But yes, it would be a sort of game where, you know, we've got to just look out for those Southampton attackers. As you know, Danny Ings, he's been up there. He's been scoring the goals for Southampton. And, of course, Ward-Prowse, you know, he's got fantastic free kicks, fantastic crossing ability. You know, his deliveries, the way he just curves the ball in. It's just fantastic, you know. It's just something where we've got to be cautious and our defenders have to be on point. And, yep, it's just one of those things, you know, where we've just got to be like, it may just be, you know, in past years, Southampton may have been one of those teams where we've been like, okay, you know, they're a lower league team, but not anymore. You know, they're really showing under this manager, Ralph Hasenhüttl, known as the Austrian Jurgen Klopp. They've been showing that he's a very, very solid manager, you know. I mean, they've beaten Liverpool this season, who are meant to be the top side in the league. So we've got to think carefully when playing this game. Can't be too pragmatic, but we can't take too many risks either. We've got to play a balanced game. But one thing I have to reiterate again and again is we have to win the ball up the pitch. The defenders of Southampton are very slow, so that's where we have the advantage, you know. With Rashford and Greenwood, etc., I think we'll be able to get good counter-attacks in this game. So yeah, for me, we've just got to go out there and show that we are a winning side. Next, I will go into, once again, my favourite section, predicted 11 and score prediction. So my predicted 11 will be here. So in goal, David De Gea, nobody else. Simple enough. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, again, nobody else. Simple enough. Centre backs. Now, for me, I'd love to see Bailly and Maguire, but in terms of a prediction, Lindelof and Maguire. Lindelof seems to be Ollie's first choice, so I feel he'll slot in this game. Left back, Luke Shaw, Mr. Consistent, no reason to drop him. Midfield, so I would go for a 4-3-3 sort of formation, so 3 midfielders, rather than the diamond formation we played last game, the 4-1-2-2. 4-3-3, so my midfielders, Bruno, Pogba, Fred. I think this is not a game for Matic to play. This will be a game where we're going to have to heavily counter-attack, so we need someone fast like Fred in the midfield. Pogba and Bruno just speak for themselves. You know, they're the creators of our team. They're the risk takers. They're the guys who are going to play those intricate passes as well as those amazing long balls over the top. So it's got to be those guys. Attack, Rashford on the left. For me, Martial just needs to be benched for a little while, because even how he came off the bench last game, he just wasn't on form, you know. He just needs to have a bit of a relaxation period at Manchester United. Just take a couple of games off, get back into training, get that sort of confidence back up, confidence boosted, and then come back into the team. Striker, there's only one man, Edinson Cavani, speaks for himself, Uruguayan pitbull, currently my favourite player at Manchester United, does it all. Got to go straight in. He's the man for the job. Right wing, Mason Greenwood. For me, he's been the most reliable player on that right-hand side. We've seen Rashford try to have a go on that right-hand side. He can't do it there. You know, he's a left wing. He can play striker at times, but right wing, he's just... Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but he's just hopeless. Hopeless on the right-hand side. Brilliant on the left and striker. So, yes, it's got to be Greenwood on that right-hand side. He's the one who's got... You know, the wand of a left foot. He's got them lovely intricate step overs he does, you know. He does the sort of Ronaldo movements. He's got a shot like Van Persie. So he's just fantastic, you know. Very young guy. Fantastic player coming through the ranks. So yeah, that's my starting 11. Score prediction, I am going to go for... I'm going to be a bit optimistic this game. I think Manchester United are really going to show off themselves. So I'm going to go for a 3-1. I don't think we're going to have a clean sheet against Southampton, because they are a team that, you know, they do pull a goal out of nowhere basically. But I think we're really going to be dominant in this game. Now, normally I'd predict who was going to score for us, but at the moment, you know, it's so varied, I just can't predict for you. Normally I'd be saying Bruno, Greenwood, Cavani, Rashford, those guys, but, you know, at the moment, the goals just come from anywhere, and I mean, I'd be happy with whoever scores. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 scoreline. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy the game tomorrow night. I think it'll be a fantastic one. And please do like this video. I've seen that most of you guys haven't commented on the video, so if you think I'm doing something wrong or if you'd like me to do something differently, please comment. It's definitely advised. And subscribe to the channel. Again, I've seen many of you watch the videos but you're not subscribed to the channel. I'll be very grateful if you could just keep boosting that subscriber count. And for now, there's only two things left to say. Goodbye and come on, United!